Right, so I'm very sorry about the video that I've been taking in portrait so far, but this is not a whole professional operation. I'm not really trying to be like really impressive with the professionalism of anything. I want to keep this very simple. We're just having a conversation. I want you to hear what's going on around me. I want you to understand, or for a little while just to be a part of what my world is like, And I you know, before I started this, anybody asked me, well, do you want to share what's going on with you? And then I'll be like, well, I'm not too sure. Or, why would anybody care what's going on with me? My life is very simple. It's very boring, very dull. And I don't talk much, so I don't really have much to say. Well, you can't imagine how surprised I am right now that I'm talking to you and I actually find that I do have a lot to say. I mean, my mind is going at 1,000 miles per hour right now because I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is like your opportunity to finally speak. And what I know is going to happen is that the persons who I grew up with and they went to school with and so on, they may look at this video and some of them are probably just like when we were in school. They'll be like, oh god, this guy's talking, let's just turn this video off and go away. And I get it. I'm really reaching out to those of you who need to hear what I have to say. I'm reaching out to those of you who are searching like I was, and I've been searching for almost 20 years. I want to talk to those of you who want to make a change, who want to, I mean, we've all seen that movie, The Matrix, right? Right. So those of you who want to to get out of the matrix, so to speak, and start to exist in reality. And the reality is not what we believe it to be. We actually think that this is it. This is what life is. You know what? Not really. This is what life is. This is a system. This life that we're living is a system. And the system is designed actually for a good reason. The system is designed to ensure that everybody survives. And that's what everybody is doing. Everybody is surviving. And they're surviving as a part of a system. Now, the system, however, does not control you. In other words, you can stay as a part of the system and you can exist as a part of the system, and you can be like in that movie. You can be like somebody sitting in a little cube looking thing or a cocoon looking thing attached to a couple of wires, and the system is just feeding off of you. And that's fine, because once you're in that little cube attached to those little wires, you are alive and you're safe. Nobody's going to attack you, no disease, you're not going to get hurt. You're perfectly safe in that little cube. And you're born in the cube, and you'll grow up in the cube, and you'll die in the cube. But one or two of you, not all of you, just a few of you, just one or two of you, are going to decide that, hey, I don't want to live in the cube. They're entertaining the guests. That's what we do in the tourist society. We entertain the guests. Why aren't you guys in Antigua? Anyway, I know I'm not just talking to Antigua. I'm talking to the rest of the Caribbean, and all of you have your amazing islands that you live in. And I hope that one day I'm going to be able to come and visit all of your islands. In fact, I am not just hoping. I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen, because this is my life. This is my life. This is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. And I am going to come to your island, and I am going to talk to you and everybody I can find to talk to, and you're going to entertain me, and you're going to take me all over your island and show me what's up. And I can't wait. It's a very exciting future in front of me, and I just can't, I don't want to think about it too much because I get too excited. Now, so, like being in this movie, The Matrix, I'm using this as a very good example because a lot of persons have seen that movie, and we never really made the connection. And there are a couple of movies that have hit the screen that, in my mind, were designed to send a message, not just to entertain. And I could be wrong because I don't know the persons who wrote the movie and what their motive was, but if let's just say that they had absolutely no motive to send any kind of message, at the time that they were making that movie, there was a message being sent in that movie, and they were being used to send the message, because God and the universe, completely in control. And if the universe wants to send you a message, it's gonna find a way to send you a message, and it is bloody well going to find you a messenger to send the message. So that was an amazing message, among other movies, and from time to time I might mention them. You know, funny enough, I've watched a lot of movies. I am a movie buff, and I can only say it's been in the last couple of months that I've been doing this that I've actually started missing some movies and TV shows. Anyway, that's it. Well, I've had the time. I've always worked for myself, and it's one of the benefits of not being punching a clock every single day. However, I didn't get here by allowing myself to be stuck in a cube. At some point in my life, I had to decide that this was not for me. And funny enough, it's freaked me out, because I mentioned to you that as a child, my mom said I was contrary. I just didn't conform to whatever it is that they expected of me. My father said, you know, John, you're by far the most intelligent of my children. I always pictured you to be a lawyer or something great. And funny enough, I turned out to be the only one of his children who didn't go to university and didn't have a degree. I just did not do well in school. And you can listen to me speak now, and you can determine for yourself whether I'm a dunce or whether I'm not. But in school, I could not do well. I simply could not conform to what was expected of me, I suppose. I don't know. I can't say it for sure, because at the time that I was going through it, I didn't make a conscious decision that I was going to do this or that or this or that. I just knew that I was experiencing life, and I was just as confused as everybody else around me as to what the hell was going on with me. I'll be honest with you, I didn't have answers. I do know that for some reason I didn't worry. In spite of everything, in spite of whatever I may be going through, I didn't worry. So, you know, I'm gonna close up the car now because there seems to be some noise around me, strangely enough. And just give me 1 second so I can make it quiet for you. Alright, let's hope. Is that better? Well, I'm pretty sure it is, because I can hear myself now. Yeah, so just like this movie, The Matrix, folks, we're living in a system, and the system is designed to protect us, actually. While the system is designed to protect us, we function within the system to give the system energy. We generate the system, we keep it going. And it is part of human civilization, because we're coming from a place where we weren't doing too well. If you studied what was going on back in the days of the dinosaurs, well, the dinosaurs were the king of the hill, and if we stepped out of our caves and we weren't careful, we were going to get eaten. On a daily basis, we were not in control, right? We were subject to our environment, and at the same time, we were subject to each other. A situation of survival of the fittest. So survival was for the strongest, and survival was for the most, well, to use a want of a better word, well, I can't even think of a good word, but you know, the one who was able to get the most females and mate and have the most children. Anyway, I know, right? Anyway, so we're coming from that place, and one of the things we figured out as human beings was that in order to survive, we needed to create a system that protected us, and we formed communities, and we formed nations and countries, and everybody plays their part within that system, and that's fine. However, over time, and we're talking many generations, as you can see, the system itself became somewhat corrupt. It became corrupt in what was designed to protect us, began to, in a sort of a secret way, it began to enslave us. It began to to control our thoughts. It began to tell us what to buy. You don't underestimate the power of advertising. It began to tell us what to buy. It began to tell us how to live. It began to tell us what our expectations were for ourselves. This is your GPA. This means that you're going to be a menial worker, and you're going to clean for those of us who have better GPAs, and for those who are able to get these type of jobs. And they said, well, you're going to be a healer, and healers are important, so we're going to pay you well, and our system is going to ensure that you always get paid well. And therefore we created a system of cooperation between the medical professionals and the pharmaceuticals and the governments, and they have their little thing going on that ensures that they do very, very well, because we want to keep our healers very well paid. And it basically sucks us dry, doesn't it? Right? So, all right, you're gonna have to forgive me for the shades. I'm gonna keep putting them back on every minute because I have allergic conjunctivitis. At least that's what my eye doctor says, and I am sensitive to light. But I love being outdoors. It's my favorite place to be. I mean, I'm out here with you today, guys, and you won't even believe how relieved I am. I have been indoors for over 2 months. I have been working literally 17 hours a day to educate myself at what it is that we're doing now and how to make it successful, because one of the first things I understand is that we're going to have to generate a team, or at least I'm going to have to generate a team, and the team, for the team to be successful, I have to be able to kind of pave the way for you. And therefore this entire video series is about introducing you to this program, generating a team. I'm going to pull this right back down. I'm sorry. Yeah, generating a team and making us successful. Okay, and this isn't just a Caribbean team. This is a team that is open to Caribbean people because this is who we are. However, it is also a team that is open to the rest of the world, because wherever you can find a group of persons who are moving and shaking and making things happen, then I would advise that you get on board. And the best time to get on board is when a team is new, when it's young, when it's motivated, and when you're significant. I joined the Empower Network as a part of a team, and it's probably the biggest team in the Empower Network. And what you obviously is going to happen is that, well, I feel as if I'm getting a part of the residual of a great period. So when that team was being built, it escalated to the top because everybody was so excited and everybody was so motivated, and they went straight to the top, and they are the top team in the Empower Network. So technically our team is a part of that team that is the best team in the Empower Network, and the name of that team is the Big Idea Mastermind. However, learning from the Big Idea Mastermind and how they are successful, we, the Island Mastermind, will start our team, and we will have our cake. I can't put it any more simple than that. We're gonna have our cake, and we're gonna eat our cake. I do not know where that saying came about having your cake and eating it, because if I have a cake, I'm gonna eat the cake. I am sorry. If I have a cake and I'm not eating the cake, that still makes no sense to me. If one of you understand what that saying means, please just put it in a little comment or something and tell me about it, because I'm completely lost. Anyways, that said, just the whole matrix idea, I hope it resonates with you. I hope you understand that we're part of a system, and the system has controlled us for all of these years, and it has told us literally what to expect, how to behave. And I see that there is a number of persons who I have associated it, who every single day they're feeling a frustration and they don't know what it is. They will say to me, John, do you know, have you ever just been unhappy and you don't know why you're unhappy? And I was be like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't dare to try to explain it, because I was always taught that, you know what, John, you need to shut up, because when you start talking, you kind of turn people off. Well, I don't know, I hope I'm not turning you guys off today. However, one of the things that I'm going to be very vocal about is the problems, this very system that we're stuck in and we're a part of, and how to break free from it. Yes, the red pill or the blue pill, the red pill or the blue pill, the red pill or the blue pill. Well, Which one will you choose? I'll be back.